Okay, so next we have positioning, collimation, and technique selection when it comes to computed radiography. Okay, so when it comes to computed and digital radiography, the X-ray tube is still the same. The image receptor has changed, the processor has changed. But then when it comes to different examinations, the positioning, the technique factor, the collimation, or the title, uh, actually is still the same. There are no changes. For the technical factor, we can adjust it to a lower level. We can adjust the MA to a lower level and then increase KVP. When it comes to your technique nga, the technique nga klase, diba? The KVP is, or the KVP is the main factor that affects the penetrability of the X-ray beam, and then the MAS is the is a factor that controls the quantity or the number of X-rays. Okay, so when it comes to exposure of the patient, the more X-rays, then the more pudsad ang patient dose. Diba mo na itong principle. So we need to reduce MAS. So when it comes to computer digital radiography, we can reduce the MAS and then we can also increase the KVP. Okay, increase penetrability while lessening the number of X-rays. Okay, so like for example in this images na to, no, very typical and very common examination sa ato ang field, especially in general radiography, the chest examination. Okay, for the chest examination, same lang gihapon ang positioning, no, same lang ang factor nga gamiton, same ang SID, same ang collimation nato. Okay, so there is basically no changes when it comes to the technique selection. Okay, okay, we are still dealing with contrast and density, man, the adequate amount of contrast and density on the film uh, that would allow us or the radiologist to have an optimal image for his or her diagnostic reading. Okay, so or diagnostic interpretation of the radiograph that we have produced. Okay, so exposure technique factors, mainly we have KVP, MAS, exposure time, SID. When comparing screen film to computed radiography, like for example, you have a facility, you are the owner of the facility and you are trying to convert from conventional, that is a screen film, towards computed or digital radiography. So that means the same factor can be used. So there is no problem. There is no problem with your factors, the SID, the exposure time, the MAS, the KVP. So there is no problem with that, as long as all of these factors would produce the desired OD, that is optical density, the required radiographic contrast or adequate contrast on the radiograph. It could be that it has high contrast ng image, or you can produce a low contrast image or mid contrast ng mga images. And then of course, adequate image detail that is required for the examination. Okay, sorry, na tabunan. Okay, so this actually indications na nakabutang that is the indications. Mamove ang camera. Sorry, di na mamove. Okay, so that is indications. What are the indications for this type of examination? For example, chest, kada tong images ganina. Same factors can be used again. So you have here analog and digital system. So that means they are the same. Shielding will always be applied, especially if the tissues that are involved are radio sensitive. So if they are not of interest, okay, but then they can be exposed to scattered radiation or to the primary beam, then as long as they are not part of the primary area of interest, then you can cover those areas. So for example, the groin, no, the reproductive areas na to, we can cover them if they would be exposed to radiation, but they are not part of the main concern. Okay, patient position, again, same lang gihapon when using screen film, computed and digital radiography. Part positioning, central ray would still be the same, and then of course collimation would also remain the same. Now collimation is very important sa ato ang field. when it comes to collimation, only collimate to those parts that is necessary for that type of examination. Okay, so let's try to go back to the image. Okay, so like for example, in these images, no, the target is the chest area. Okay, so that means only the chest area should be collimated. Okay, so it should not be nga ang imuhang collimation, like for example, maybe a familiar terminology, the full blast nga technique. The full blast, that means the collimation is up to here. No? So that means the head of the patient will be exposed, the extremities of the patient will be exposed, the gonads of the patient will be exposed unnecessarily. So that means they are not required for the examination, but you are exposing the patient. So that means also that you are exposing the patient to too much radiation. Okay. So, for this image, we do not actually have patients nga mag-swimsuit sa ato ang department. Ha? Okay, so we do not require the patient nga mag-swimsuit ka man before ka magpa-x-ray. Okay, so kaya hay kayo, no? Pwede pa lang ipatupis na itong mga patients. Sugot di ko ana. Okay, so for collimation, collimate on 4 sides to area of, like for example, this is the chest. Collimate to the area of the lung fields. Top borders of illuminated fields should be to the level of the vertebra prominence. Okay, let's try to go back. Sa vertebra prominence, that is at the level of your C7, your cervical number 7. Okay, so dili ita mo more than okay, above the C7 is already your neck. And then your lungs is not in your neck, it's in your thoracic cage. Your lung fields is not here. Okay, so it's in your thoracic cage, in this area. Okay, and then of course, again, same. No, when it comes to screen film, computed radiography, when it comes to digital radiography, respiration or the instruction to the patient would still remain the same. Okay, so this is an example of a control console. Okay, so kanisha, this is a control console. So another type of console that can be seen digitally. It could be that there is an analog. Now there is an analog na knobs, and then the factors is seen on a monitor. Like for example, the digital kanina nga katong sa video, in which the factors that is being set by the RadTech can be seen on the monitor and then can be adjusted also. Okay, so this is your KV again, penetrability of the X-ray, and then this is MAS, the number of the number of X-rays, and then the time dayon niya. Okay, so how much time the X-rays are allowed to be produced. Okay, so dito sa rad physics na siya ma-discuss og ayo. Okay, so like for example, we have 75 kV, we have 6.3 MA, and then 16 millisecond, that is MSEC. And then on this monitor, we can see the factor that was used for the examination, 70 kV, 200 MA, and then 40 MAS. So simply multiply 200 by 0.4 second. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 0.04 seconds. So that would result to pila ba na siya? You will try to compute. And that is how you get your MAS. Simply multiply. So 200 times 0.04. So that is 8 MAS. Okay, so next we have the image formation. So how are images being formed? Okay, so in screen film radiography, we have the latent image formation being governed by the Guernemot theory. Okay, so this one will just be just an overview. Okay, so since we are dealing with computed radiography and digital radiography, so computers are necessary. Okay, so the computers or the monitors, not to in computed and also in digital radiography, and or what do you call this? All the computers and all the cell phones also not, diba? We have what we call as the matrices or the matrix, and then they also contain pixels. Okay, so these pixels, these are the individual components. These are the individual components of the matrix, and then the whole of the matrix is what we can see as the whole of the picture, the whole of the monitor. Like for example, in this type of monitor, if we would try to zoom in to this image, if we would try to zoom in, as we zoom or as we take a little bit closer towards the image itself, now we would see that the image is actually composed of individual boxes. Okay, and then those individual boxes is what we call as a pixel. And then these pixels contain information. Okay, information. And then this information will be related to the like for example in radiology, will be related to the type of examination that was taken by the rad tech or by the radiologist or the personnel who is handling our imaging system. Okay, so this is a typical na computed radiography system. Now we have the reader, we have the imaging plates, and then the imaging plates will be inserted towards this portion vertically. Okay, and then it will be scanned, and then it will be read, and then once the scanning process will be done, then images will be transported towards or will be displayed towards the monitor. So again, same gihapon aning image. If we would zoom in towards the image, we would see the individual boxes, the individual pixels that is contained in this monitor. So when it comes to pixels, the more pixels that is present in our monitor, then the better is the resolution of the image. Okay, similar to our cell phones, when we have more megapixels in our camera, diba, the better will be the image resolution. If the megapixels in our camera is very low in numbers, so that means the images will not be of high quality, of high resolution. Okay, so how are images being performed? Okay, so this is the basic sequence, the basic sequence of events that result in X-ray induced images, or the production of images in computed radiography systems. So we start first with the exposure. Now we expose the imaging plate. So the first of a sequence of events that results in an X-ray induced image forming signal. Okay, so we have here the imaging plate, na siya base, and then you also have the phosphor layer or photosimulable phosphor na layer. Okay, so we have X-rays. These are the remnant X-rays coming from the patient. So right after X-rays interact with the patient, they will interact with the image receptor. The image receptor contains the PSP, photosimulable na phosphor. Okay, so once X-rays will interact with the phosphor, they will undergo a metastable na state. So try to review the chapter. So the PSP or the phosphostimulable phosphor na mga crystals, they will undergo a metastable na state. Okay? So ilang mga atoms kibali, and then the electrons nila, diba, they will undergo metastable na state in which they will try to contain a certain amount of energy that is equal to the amount of X-ray that was received by the crystal. Okay? So this metastable state is when we have the latent image, the invisible image being contained in the energies that is contained in the electrons and in the atoms sa atong PSP. Okay, so then after being stimulated by X-rays, the PSP after being stimulated by X-rays, again they will undergo a metastable state. Okay, so we are done with the expose. Okay, so right after the exposure, now we bring the IP, the imaging plate, towards the processor, and then we try to stimulate the imaging plate. So stimulation of the latent image, nigawas siya nga kung ano nga terminology, latent image, results from the interaction of an infrared laser beam with the photostimulable phosphor. Okay, so it is termed as a photostimulable phosphor because it is a phosphor that emits light, no? emits light when, sorry pangit akong kuan, when stimulated by light. Okay, so that's why it is termed as photostimulable. No? It is stimulated. It is stimulable by light. Okay, so the medical term photo, that is referred, or that could be referred to light. Okay, so again, photostimulable phosphor, they will emit light when they are stimulated by light. Okay, so unlike the intensifying screen nato in screen film, diba? In screen film radiography, the IS will emit light when exposed to X-rays. In PSP, it emits light right after exposure to X-ray, but then when it is stimulated by light, no? Right after exposure to X-ray, it undergoes metastable state. And when it is in the metastable state, that's the time that it can be stimulated by a laser light to allow it to emit the visible light. Okay? So, ano siya? So, stimulated by light. Again, no? Emits light when stimulated by light. So that means the phosphor layer will emit light when there is a stimulating event, no? Stimulating factor, and then the stimulating nato or the stimulus nato is the laser. Okay? So ang laser, the most common nga color nga spectrum nato nga ginagamit is ang red nga spectrum. Okay? So once naanay stimulus, once the PSP is stimulated by light, then that's the time that the PSP will emit light. Okay, so once the PSP will emit light, then it will be read by the processor. The light signal emitted after stimulation is detected and measured. So let's try to go back. So let's try to go back to the previous image. Okay, so you have here the imaging plate that is inside of the processor. Okay, and then you have the laser beam, which is the intensity is being controlled. And then we also have a beam shaping ng mga optics. Okay, so we also have a mirror in order for the laser to be oscillated across, or to scan, or to allow the laser to scan across the field or across the imaging plate. And then once laser will hit the imaging plate, then that's the time that the PSP will emit light. The phosphors will emit light, and then the light that will be emitted by the phosphors will be captured by the photodetector. Okay, so napod siya optical na filter. Okay, so it will be collected by light collecting na mga optics, and then will be directed towards the photodetector. And then once the photodetector has already have the signals or the light photons, then it can redirect the signal or the light photons. It can convert it into an electronic signal to be converted into a digital signal na dayon. Okay, so it is read. No? The light signal emitted after the stimulation is detected and measured. So naay measured nga word. So this would refer to the measurement of the signal that was produced by each crystal. And then those signals, the amount of signal that was measured from each of the crystal will be represented on the monitor by each of the pixels that are present on the monitor. So that's why na-include na to sa atong sa atong terminology ang pixel. Okay, so that means each individual pixel would represent the information coming from the PSP, coming from the photostimulable ng mga phosphors right after they emit light, and then the light has been received by the photodetector. The photodetector would convert the light into an electronic signal, and then that electronic signal will be converted into a digital signal to be displayed as an image on the monitor, and then being represented by each of the pixels that are present, or that the images that we can see on the monitor. Okay, so right after the reading, like for example, by atong image, kani. So the scanner will try to scan from here to there. So start and then finish. Butang na to, start to finish. Okay. So after niya ma-scan na siya, or during scanning, since again, mabalik na itong the state sa atong mga PSP, they are in their metastable na state. So right after they are exposed to a stimulating light, they will go back to their neutral state. And once they go back to their neutral state, then that means that they are already ready to be exposed again. Okay? So that is the process for this one, the erase. Okay? Ano to siya? Na siya. So it's the laser light. The laser light allows the phosphor layers, the phosphor crystals to emit light. Kato ilahang gi-reserve kay bali, diba? Right after exposure to X-ray, they try to contain the energy that they have received from the X-ray, and then that energy will be released as light photons when they are exposed to laser light. Okay, so since it's only laser light, and it's the function of the laser light is only to stimulate the photons to release their energy to become stable right after they become metastable. In order for us to erase the whole of the image on the film or on the imaging plate, we need an intense light. Okay, so right after, if we are in the clinical setting na kung makabisita unta ta sa mga hospitals, right after the red light, you can actually see the light coming from the processor. Right after the red light, there will be a green light that will expose the whole of the imaging plate. So that green light, the function niya ato is to erase. It's basically the intense light allows the phosphor crystals, the phosphor layer of the imaging plate, to return back to its neutral state. So even if mabalik sila right after stimulation of the laser, right after they emit light, they will return back to their neutral state, but there is still some of the energies that is still contained in the crystals. So in order for the excess energy to be released, so an intense light is needed in order for the crystals to be exposed to this type of stimulant, and then for them to return back to their neutral state. Okay, so before use, any residual metastable electrons are moved to the ground state by intense light. So if naay mga crystals ito, especially yung mga uban crystals nga dili sila maigo aning laser, so possibility wala sila na scan by the laser, wala sila na stimulate by the laser. So possibility is ila pang makarry to the next examination. So in order to avoid that, so natay intense light. So automatic na siya when it comes to processing na. Dili na si Radtech nga si Radtech himself would start the stimulation, and then siya pay mag-start sa intense light nga stimulation. No, that is automatic. Now, once you put the imaging plate on the processor, so the processor will be the one to do all these steps. Na stimulate niya si phosphor layer, and then it will read the light coming from the phosphor layer, and then it will expose the phosphor layer into an intense light in order for the electrons, or all of the electrons, to return to, or to move to their ground state, no? Balik to the neutral na state. Okay? So, question, following nga mga questions dayon, siguro ninyo na sa, what are these phosphor crystals that can be used? So, nasa book, diba, nasa busyong. We have, nato mga detectors ito, it can be, sila, barium fluoride, the mga PSP. We have sodium iodide or cesium iodide, the mga crystals. And then we also have different collecting materials, na po yung mga cesium iodide alone with fiber optics. Kani sila, na CCD, na CMOS, CSI, na po yung gadolinium, TFT, amorphoselenium. Okay, so what's the function of this? Okay. So kanina, we try to define the difference between CR and then DR, no? It's the computed radiography versus the digital radiography. Okay, so actually, the CR is part of DR, no? Digital radiography. Pero when it comes to digital radiography, we actually have two types. We have direct and indirect. Okay, so CR is actually part of the indirect nga digital radiography. And then the digital radiography nga terminology nga itong gagamiton karon is actually part of the direct nga direct nga DR. Okay. So pag DR lang ang dimension, no, pag DR lang dimension, when the terminology would refer to DR alone, so that means that would refer to the direct nga radiography. If CR alone, so that means indirect na siya nga process. So kato siya katong naapay imaging plate katong gi-discuss previously. Okay? So CR, can siya, like for example, for computed radiography, what are the capture elements? Na siya, what are the capture elements? So they all have capture elements. So that means all of this one also, these are all sensitive to X-rays. Okay? So what's the difference between direct and indirect? It's the coupling element. If there is a coupling element, then that is indirect. So indirect, diba? Indirect, na fiber optics. Indirect, na contact layer. Indirect, na lens or fiber optics. Kung direct, so that means the coupling element is absent. That means the capture element is directly connected to the collecting element na siya. Sorry na ra. Ayun. Okay. So pag, again, if the coupling, like for example, this capture element, it converts it converts X-rays into light. So that's why na ay photo detector. It detects photo, it detects light. This one is also converting X-rays into light. So that's why naaya po yung photo detector. This one is another phosphor. CCD is light sensitive. CMOS is also light sensitive. When compared CCD versus CMOS, mas sensitive si CMOS to low light. Okay, so that means mas sensitive sa light si CMOS compared kang CCD. And so when it comes to their production, mas una na produce si CCD compared kang CMOS. Okay, so basically they are all sensitive to light. These portions here, they are sensitive to light. That means X-rays are converted into light. While this one, these are all, this one is sensitive to electronic na signal, okay, or charges. These are sensitive to electronic charges. So that means this one, the contact layer will convert the light into electrons, and then electrons will be converted into digital images by this one. Okay, and then also this one, electrons ang gina-produce ana to be collected by the TFT. Okay. So again, these are kani CCD if malibog mo. CCD and then CMOS, these are photodetectors gyapon na sila. Kani sila, these are charge detectors. They are charge sensitive. Okay. So analog to digital converter is used to bridge analog and digital circuitry. Like, di ba? The analog signal nato and then the digital nga mga signal nato asa ga start and then asa ga end and then asa ga start ang isa. Okay? So the ADC basically converts the analog signal into a digital signal, and then the digital signal, it's basically the digital electronic signal that will be converted into an image. Okay? So from the X-ray source nato, for example, the emulsion, and then laser stimulation, na ay latent image na formation. So those are still analog na mga images, no? Those are still analog na to nga data, analog na to nga mga signal. Then the blue light that will be released by the imaging plate, by the phosphor crystal, is still considered gihapon as the analog nga mga signal. Also, kani mga PMT, the photomultiplier tube, or the collecting nato nga mga nga mga systems. As they collect light, light is considered as analog, and once these light photons travel towards the ADC, the analog to digital conversion or converter, then that's the time that the analog signal will be converted into a digital signal to be displayed as difference in brightness as represented by each pixel. Diba? Kung natay mga pixels karon, some of the pixels are very bright, some of the pixels are very dark, no? Depende kung unsa ang ilang na-receive nga mga signal or how much signal have they received from each of the detector, or basically from the X-ray, no? More X-rays would result to a darker image, and then lesser X-rays would result to a brighter image. Motong sa ato ang X-ray film, diba? Ingato ang iyang image. Pero when it comes to the computer system, so ingato gihapon iyang representation. If more X-rays will be received by the phosphor crystals, then that means more light will be produced by the PSP. If more light will be produced by the PSP, then more signal will be received by each pixel. If the individual pixel receive a lot of signal, then it would represent that image as black. Kay daghan kay siyang na-receive nga signal. Kung wala pod say signal na receive si pixel, if there is very little signal that was received by the pixel, then it would represent that image as white. That means there is no signal, there is no image. Like for example, as X-rays pass through our lungs, diba? The lungs has very low density, so that means a lot of X-rays will pass through. So what will happen to the image? The image is black. Now, true to the radiograph, also true to the computer na to nga image. Now, the lungs are always represented as black because there is a lot of X-rays, or there are a lot of X-rays passing through the organ. And for example, the bones. The bones is a very dense structure. It absorbs a lot of X-rays, and that means there is very little X-rays that will interact with the crystals. And then, of course, very little signal will be received by each pixel. Okay, so that means very white po sa dangyahang appearance.